Whether my screen is visible? Hello,
Yes, sir.
hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Visible.
Okay, so we'll continue our topic, that is electrochemical grinding. In the last lecture on the Wednesday, we have discussed the introduction about the electrochemical machine, grinding, then working principle and the machine tool for the this electrochemical grinding (ECG). Okay, so we'll continue this point. So now we'll discuss the which are the different operations can be done or performed using this electrochemical grinding. So there are different kinds of electrochemical grinding operations are available, and in that different operation means what? In that chemical that cylindrical grinding is there, then form grinding is there, surface grinding is there, face grinding, internal grinding. So these are the various operations which can be performed using this electrochemical grinding. Okay, so using form grinding, okay, as I have shown here also, you can see using form grinding, any kind of geometry you can generate into the workpiece surface. So that it is called the form grinding. Okay, I repeat, using form grinding. Okay, this is one of the operation which we can perform using the electrochemical grinding. Okay, so this kind of any kind of geometry you can generate to the your vertex surface. So it is called the form grinding. Okay, so in that case, we shall use form grinding wheel. You can see here. Okay, here in this diagram I have shown that grinding wheel is there. Okay, okay, so that it is called form grinding. Now you can see, first of all, you have to polish your top surface or this top plate of the workpiece. We have to polish or finish by the grinding operation. Okay, or you can call it that with the help of this grinding wheel also. Okay, so you can do the another operation, that is a internal grinding also. Okay, internal grinding. So this is this internal this cylindrical grinding, electrochemical cylindrical grinding. This process or this operation is the slowest one, because here a small contact area between your workpiece and grinding will be there. Okay, this process or this operation, electrochemical cylindrical grinding, is the slowest one, because here small contact area will be there between your workpiece and the grinding wheel. Okay, and your face grinding, electrochemical face grinding, that operation is fastest one, because here largest contact will be there, contact area will be there between your workpiece and your grinding wheel. Okay, so here you can see the your workpiece is there and the grinding wheel is there. Okay, which will rotate, and while rotating it will grind or polish the workpiece surface. Okay, so in case of cylindrical grinding, smallest contact will be there, contact area will be there between the workpiece and the grinding wheel. And in the case of the face grinding, actually it is the fastest process is there, because there is the largest contact area will be there between your workpiece and your that grinding wheel. Okay, so remember, these are the operations which are cylindrical grinding, form grinding, then surface grinding, face grinding, and internal grinding. So these are the different operations that we can perform using the electrochemical grinding. Okay, 1 minute. Now I will discuss the our electrochemical grinding. that grinding wheel. Okay, so in that you can see here, I have shown that diagram. Okay, and if you see the enlarged view of that grinding wheel surface, no, then on that surface of the grinding wheel there will be a bonding material. Okay, bonding material. So that bonding material will connect or contact to the your surface of workpiece. That means that cathode. Okay, here you can see. Okay, and that is your workpiece. Now in that case, so there are different kinds of bonding materials we can use for the grinding wheel. Now which are that bonding materials? So here copper, brass, nickel, or copper impregnated resin, we can use as a bonding material. Okay, we can use copper, brass, nickel, or copper impregnated resin. Okay, also you can use as a metallic bonding material in case of this electrochemical grinding operation. So now dressing is also required. Now dressing is also required because the machining as the that as the machining as 10% there will happen due to the mechanical abrasion. That is we know that, and there is so whatever this abrasion particles will be there, no, so that will generate the tiny chips, okay, from that surface. Okay, it may be clog into that grinding wheel also. So then it's a performance we have to measure, or that performance will be normally measured using the over the that grinding wheel, oh sorry, that bonding material, which kind of binding that bonding material we are using. Okay, so remember here, brass, copper, nickel, or copper impregnated resin we can use as a bonding material. Okay, now in that again, that metal bonded grinding wheel we can use, and because if you use the that metal bonded grinding wheel, no, then it's having the many advantages over the that resin bonded wheel. Okay, because in this electrochemical grinding wheel, no, or the as we know that commonly used bonding materials are copper, brass, nickel, and or copper in resin. So if you use metal bonded wheel, then it will operate very effectively, and also you can dress it using the this electrochemical process. And to prepare to dress them that grinding wheel, no, you can reverse the your polarity, okay, or reverse the, your current. Now how to reverse the polarity? Just you can connect your negative terminal of the power supply to your workpiece, and positive terminal you have to connect to your grinding wheel. Okay, so to prepare or to dress them, you have to reverse the your current. Means what? Make the wheel as a anode and make the workpiece as a cathode, and do the grinding on that scrap piece of the metal. Okay, so it will deflate the metal bond. Okay, now here the commonly used abrasive is the your alumina. Okay, commonly used the metal that abrasive, no, it is a alumina. Again in that your grain size or the grit size, mesh size should be 60 to 80%. Okay, so here for your electrochemical grinding, it does not require frequently wheel dressing. Okay, so dissolution of the bond metal usually makes that mechanical sharing, which is not necessary for your operation. Okay, so here remember bonding material and the how to do the dressing. Dressing means what? You have to do the electrochemical grinding on the that scrap piece. Okay, using the your by reverse polarity. Okay, that means reverse the that current. Okay, that is simple. Okay, so this is in detail about your grinding wheel. Okay, dressing and that bonding material which we can use And then if you use the abrasive, then which kind of abrasive we can use. So here abrasive means here alumina we can use. Okay. Got it? Here I have given that commonly used abrasive, that is alumina, and its a grade size or grain mesh size is a 60 to 80. And frequently wheel dressing is not required because in process that throwing of the metal bonded grinding wheel during your electrochemical grinding, electrochemical dressing. So it will happen due to the dissolution of bond metal, and it will make the mechanical shear which is unnecessary. And again, that electrolyte that should be the chemically inert, okay, to conduct will bond material and that work is okay. So that care also we have to take during that dressing. Okay. Now in our syllabus there is no separate font regarding this dressing of the grinding wheel. Okay, but for our knowledge or our information purpose, this I have included in this slide. Okay, but here this point that bonding material, that we should know which bonding material we are using. Okay, and the dressing means what, and this one also the which kinds of or various operation we can do perform. Now process characteristics about this our electrochemical grinding. So whatever the performance of the electrochemical grinding process is there, no, so that totally depends on the various process parameters. Now which are that process parameters? So that is the process parameter like wheel speed, then workpiece feed rate, then type of electrolyte, concentration of that electrolyte, then delivery method, okay, then pressure, then current density, etc. So these are the process parameters, and on that process parameter, your performance, that means the material removal rate and the surface finish will depend. Okay, and if you keep the that higher material, sorry, current density, no, because this current density, it is a one of the most important parameter, okay, that affects or the influence the your performance of the your process. Okay, and whatever the material remote rate is there, that is MRR, in case of this electrochemical grinding, that is also governed by the this current density. Okay, so with the higher current density, your both material remote rate as well as the surface finish will improve. Okay, so current density is the important parameter. Okay, if you keep if you maintain the higher current density, then your both material remote rate and surface finish will improve. Okay, and if the your upline voltage is very high, no, usually ranges 4 to 15 volt. Okay, if you apply very high voltage, no, then it will leads to the sparking at the front of the your wheel. Okay, and due to that sparking, it will deteriorate the your surface finish, and it will damage your the grinding wheel. Okay, so you have to improve that. You can keep your current density high, but you should not go for the high applied voltage. Okay, because it will lead to the sparking at the front of the wheel, and due to that it will deteriorate the surface finish as well as it will damage your grinding wheel. Okay, got it? Again, that in case of this electrochemical grinding wheel, okay, but that is the MRR. You can that can be as high as, that means the 10 times of your conventional grinding on the hard material as well. That means the hard materials having the your hardness, that is HRC, more than the 65, that Rockwell hardness HRC. Okay, so here whatever the material remote that we are getting using the our electrochemical grinding process, no, it is more than or 10 times the more than your conventional grinding. Okay, you can say that our electrochemical grinding process is the cold process. Okay, because their bulk temperature is there, no, it is less than the your 100 degrees Celsius, and due to that again it prevents the structural damage and the grinding crack. Okay, okay. Again, here we'll get the pore fatigue strength. Okay, due to a stray current attack. Okay, which will use the series of pits means small that cracks or that tiny particles. Okay, so that will comes out of your workpiece. Okay, and that will act as a site for the your fatigue crack initiation. Okay, so that is a disadvantages, or you can call it limitation. Here we will get the poor fatigue strength. Then another parameter is that the your muscling condition. Now, whatever the selection of your feed rate is there, no, that is the appropriate feed rate is there, no. So that feed rate means what to the your wheel, that is tool. That is also important parameter. Okay, if your feed rate it is higher than the required one, no, then abrasive particles will prematurely detach from your wheel, and that will leads to the excessing your wearing of the tool, wearing of the your grinding wheel. Okay, so we have to keep our that feed rate lower than your required. Okay, so it will lead to the your large overcut, that means the poor tolerance and poor poor surface finish. Okay, so here if you keep the lower than your required, no, then it
हेलो सर।
हॅलो हॅलो, आता आवाज येतो का रे? हॅलो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके. ऍक्च्युली काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे की मी स्लाइड्स आपल्या कॉलेजच्या पीसी वरनं शेअर केल्या त्या आणि कॉलेजच्या पीसी वरून आवाज जात नाही ना, तो आवाज येण्यासाठी मोबाईल वरून कनेक्ट केलेले, पण मधूनच कुणाला फोन आला आणि डिस्कनेक्ट झाले ते मला कळलं नाही. ओके, आता कनेक्ट झालेले. ओके, बरं. हा, कुठपर्यंत ऐकूत राहिलं हे एक मिनिट. शेअर भावा नाही. हा, मशीनिंग कंडिशन पर्यंत ऐकू आलं ना तुम्हाला, की आपण फीड रेट किती मेंटेन केला पाहिजे, जर फीड रेट कमी केला किंवा जास्त केला तर त्याचा इफेक्ट काय होऊ शकतो, इंटरलेटर गॅप नॉर्मली किती ठेवला पाहिजे, आणि जर तो कमी असेल तर काय प्रॉब्लेम होऊ शकतो, व्हील सरफेस फिनिश किती, सरफेस स्पीड किती ठेवावा लागतो, डेप्थ ऑफ कट, हे ऐकू आलं ना? हॅलो, प्लीज कुणी तर सांगा. हॅलो, डिस्काउंट दाखव ना. हा, हॅलो सर. हॅलो, अरे कोणी तर हा म्हणा. हॅलो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हॅलो. हा, मशीनिंग कंडिशन पर्यंत ऐकू आलं ना रिदम?
हा, yes, sir. ऐकू आलं.
ओके. हा, आता आपण प्रोसेस म्हणजे आता हे प्रोसेस कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक म्हणजे काय तर इनपुट पॅरामीटर, की प्रोसेस पॅरामीटर कुठले कुठले आणि ते आपल्या नॉर्मल आपण किती ठेवू शकतो त्याच्याबद्दल. आता आपण काय बघू की आउटपुट पॅरामीटर म्हणजे तुमचा सरफेस फिनिश किंवा मटेरियल रिमूव्ह रेट. ओके, सो विल सी दॅट प्रोसेस परफॉर्मन्स. ओके, सो वॉट एव्हर tolerance we are obtaining using this process, no? So here we are getting very poor tolerance. Okay, and that best tolerance I am saying, okay, obtained by this process, no, it is poor, and it is plus minus 25 micron only. Okay, and whatever the minimum outside corner radius is there, no, of your finished product, so that minimum outside corner radius that can be achieved is 0.25 millimeter mm. Okay, and that corner radius and the minimum inside corner radius that can be achieved now, that is 0.25 mm. Okay, then what are the surface roughness that can be obtained now? So it is approximately 0.12 to 0.8 micron. Okay, so these are the statistics which we got from the different research papers related to this in electrochemical grinding. Okay, वेगवेगळ्या रिसर्चरने हे रिझल्ट काढलेत, त्या रिझल्टवर मी तुम्हाला स्टॅटिस्टिक्स सांगतोय बरं का. ओके, म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला सांगतो की 1979च एक पेपर आहे, 1968चा पण पेपर आहे आपल्याकडे. ओके, देन 1987चा पण आहे एक गॅरी बेंडेक नावाच्या ऑथरचा. ओके, सो दीज आर द डिफरंट पेपर्स, रिसर्च पेपर्स, अँड through this literature review of the survey we got this the statistic, and that statistic I am putting here, okay, in front of you. Then okay, this surface roughness that can be obtained is 0.12 to 0.8 micron. Then surface workpiece surface whatever we are getting, know, it is free from your burrs and the scratches. Okay, what are the burrs and scratches are there, no, that get dissolved in your zone 2 machining zone, no, there are as I have explained during that working principle, that material removal will happen in the three stages or the three zone. So in the zone number 3, during that your burr or the scratches will be removed. That will dissolve in that zone number 3 by electrochemical dissolution. Okay. So during this electrochemical grinding process, whatever the thermal damages is there, that risk of thermal damages, so that will reduce the no heat will be generated. Okay, so that whatever heat if any will be generated, no, then that heat will be carried away by that electrolyte. So here that heat will not be generated. So here risk of thermal damage will be eliminated or reduced. Now here, whatever the cost of machining is there, no, by using this electrochemical grinding, it is less than your cost of machining by your conventional grinding. Okay, this is a very important point. If you go for comparison of your electrochemical grinding to your conventional grinding, then cost of your machining by using electrochemical grinding, it is less than your cost of machining using conventional grinding. Okay, because here whatever your machine tool is there, no, electrochemical machine tool, it is more expensive, but due to much higher material removal rate per unit volume removal is cheap. Okay. Okay, cost of machining is very less, but cost of machining tool is very expensive, but we get the higher material removal rate. Okay, so this electrochemical grinding process is better than your conventional grinding. Okay, now this statement also we got from the literature survey. Okay, so whatever the process characteristics or which are the different operations we can do, then what are the process performance. So these all we got from the different research papers. Okay, now let us come to the last part about the this electrochemical grinding, that is the applications. Okay, so electrochemical grinding is a economical for grinding your carbide cutting tools. Okay, first application is that, or advantages also we can say, or the limitation. Electrochemical grinding of carbide cutting tool. Okay, it is economical. Okay, so this process is economical for grinding of carbide cutting tool. Then if you go for the microscopic, okay, microscopic study of this electrochemical grinding, electrochemically ground surfaces of the cement and carbide, no, then there is no damage to your microstructure and no micro cracks also will be formed, or no any other defects will be happened. Okay, if you go for the microscopic study of electrochemically ground cemented carbide workpiece, no. ओके, तुम्ही मेटलर्जी मध्ये बघताय बघा मायक्रोस्ट्रक्चर. जर आता इथं कन्व्हेन्शनल ग्राइंडिंगच्या ठिकाणी आपण इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल ग्राइंडिंग जर केलं कुणाचं, तर तुमच्या ग्राइंडिंग कटिंग टूलचं, आणि जर तुम्ही मायक्रोस्कोपिक स्टडी जर केला तर इथं तुम्हाला असा कळून येईल की तिथं नो डॅमेज टू युअर मायक्रोस्ट्रक्चर, नो मायक्रो क्रॅक्स विल बी देअर and no any other defects will be occur. Okay, so this is advantage you can say. Again, next application is that this process also used to reprofile your worn locomotive traction motor gears. For reprofiling of worn locomotive traction motor gears, we can use this process. Okay, reprofiling. वॉर्न म्हणजे काय, गंजलेलं. ओके, कोण, तर लोकोमोटिव्ह ट्रॅक्शन मोटर गिअर्स. सो फॉर दॅट पर्पज ऑल्सो दिस प्रोसेस इज यूज. ओके, अँड युजली वेअर मार्क्स फ्रॉम द गिअर टू सर्फेसेस also removed by removing the as such as point 30 point 38 mm thick layer of your metal. Okay, where marks can be removed from your gear its surface by removing 0.38 mm thick layer of your metal. Okay, so here no effect on your gear hardness also. Okay, Kala, again this ECG does not have any effect on your gear hardness. Okay, so that also advantage of this process. Also, this ECG process is also used for burr-free sharpening of hypodermic needles. Okay, burr-free sharpening of hypodermic needles, then grinding of super alloy turbine blades, then form grinding of fragile aerospace honeycomb metals. So for these all purposes or for this application, we can use our electrochemical machining. Electrochemical grinding. Okay. So these are the applications. Got it? Okay. Please remember grinding of super alloys. Okay, that super alloy is normally used for the turbine blades. So that grinding of this turbine blades, which are made up of the super alloys, we can do using this electrochemical grinding process. Again, form grinding, because this form grinding is one of the operation of the electrochemical grinding. So form grinding of fragile aerospace honeycomb metals can be done using this electrochemical grinding. Okay, got it? Okay, so this is about the electrochemical grinding. And for more information or for the study purpose, you the study material you can use in the study material sheet, that spreadsheet which are we have shared to you, you know. So in that you'll get that book, VKGN book. Okay. So this is about the our chapter number 4. So here we have completed our chapter number 4. Understood? Now, before going to chapter number 5, if you have any question, if you have any problem, okay, then please ask me. Any problem? Huh. Or have you understood the electrochemical machining and the grinding? Okay, because if you understood that electrochemical machining, then it is very easy to understand the electrochemical grinding, because this is just a hybrid process. That means the combination of electrochemical grinding, machining plus your conventional grinding. Okay. If you have any problem, suggestion, query, please ask me. कुणाला काय प्रॉब्लेम? पवन गवळी, आरती लाळे, समजलं का? अमोल माळे, अमन मुलानी, जयदेव, देन ओमकार पवार, अफ्ताब शेख, SR खातिक, and please try to go for more details using the study material. Okay, try to search some research papers also related to the each processes related, for example, electrochemical machining or that electro discharge machining. Okay, you will get the number of research papers. Okay, because many researchers are gone through the research of on this different advanced machining processes. Okay, you will get that. And don't forget that whatever the machining operation is there, no, in this electrochemical grinding process, it happens in the three stages or the three zones. Okay, so here already I have explained. This diagram. Okay, zone number one. In the zone number one or the stage number one, material removal will happen due to only electrochemical dissolution. Okay, because there is a less contact or there is no contact between your grinding wheel abrasive, that abrasive whatever the is there, no, to your workpiece, there is no contact. But in the zone number two, there is a contact between the your abrasive particles and your workpiece. Okay, and in between that your electrolyte will be there. So their material removal will happen due to mechanical abrasion, that is that grinding mechanical abrasion plus your electrochemical dissolution. Okay, here I have shown that three stages also, and in the third stage material removal, that order if any burr will be there, no, so that will be removed in the stage number three, and there will not be any will not be any contact between your abrasing and your workpiece. Okay, so there material removal will happen only electrochemical dissolution. Okay, please remember this. So in the gate syllabus, this part is there. Okay, there is only one point in gate syllabus. Okay, in the production. Okay, production group, non-conventional or non-traditional machining processes. So all the machining process will come under that only point. Okay, so the question may ask about this. Okay, so here I will show also that questions are related to. Okay, 1 minute. Because we have the 10 minutes, so I will show the some questions also which are asked in the gate. In the next lecture, I am going to start the chapter number fifth. In the chapter number fifth, we are going to see the thermal energy based, that is thermal, or we can call thermoelectric processes. Okay, only four processes are that: laser beam cutting, cutting or machining, electron beam cutting, ion beam cutting, that machining, and the plasma arc. Okay, 1 minute. I will show the that get questions related to our. Now you can see here also. Okay, just quickly I will read. This question is asked in the IAS exam 2009. And here, that which one of the following statement is incorrect in respect of unconventional machining process. Okay, option one is the cutting tool is in direct contact with the job. असतो का डायरेक्ट कॉन्टॅक्ट, फिजिकल कॉन्टॅक्ट नसतो, त्यामुळे ऑप्शन नाही, बरोबर नाही. देन नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन इज द टूल मटेरियल नीड टू बी हार्डर दॅन द जॉब मटेरियल. अशी काय कंडिशन नाही आपल्या ऍडव्हान्स मशीनिंग मध्ये किंवा नॉन कन्व्हेन्शनल किंवा अनकन्व्हेन्शनल मध्ये. अँड द टूल इज नेव्हर इन कॉन्टॅक्ट विथ द जॉब. ओके, हा कॉन्टॅक्ट इथं हे महत्वाचा ऑप्शन आहे बघा. टूल इज नेव्हर इन कॉन्टॅक्ट विथ द जॉब. Okay, it is true in respect of the our non-conventional machining process. And the fourth one is there has to be a relative motion between the tool and your job. No, it is not necessary. So option C is correct. Okay, now so after completion of the our syllabus, I am going to take the some that numerical on your electrochemical machining and electro discharge machining. Okay, so that time I will solve this problem because see here is the problem about your ECG, sorry, EDM process, and it is asked in the GATE 2019. Very simple formula here. We know that 1 of EM square, same formula is there to calculate the air. Then I was talking about the ECG, no? So I will show here. Here also some numericals are asked in the ECG. Okay, so if you know about the that material removal, that is modeling of the MRI, no, then you can easily solve this problem also. Okay. Now we'll take this one. I will read. The primary mechanism of material removal in electrochemical machining is primary mechanism of material removal in case of electrochemical machining. Okay. Material removal कशामुळे होतं त्याचा ऑप्शन सांगा. केमिकल corrosion, etching, ionic dissolution and spark erosion. Which option is correct? C, because we know that anodic dissolution or the electrochemical dissolution, that is the main mechanism or the action due to that material removal happen in case of electrochemical machining. Okay, so this question asked in the GATE 2015. Another one, GATE 2014. Simple question, baga. The principle of material removal in electrochemical machining is first principle, Fick's law. Okay, this is related to the radiation. HMD subject मध्ये तुम्हाला कळून जाईल. Then Faraday's law, Kirchhoff's law and Ohm's law. Out of these four, which option is correct? आपल्याला माहित आहे Faraday's law of electrolysis. Okay, because our electrochemical machining is totally based on the electrolysis cell. Okay, so Faraday's law is correct. So see, so this some basic questions also asked in the GATE exam. Okay, and here also you can see some problems also asked. Okay, so these problems I will take after your syllabus. Okay. Now you can see here GATE 2011 question. Match the pair. एका साईडला आपल्याला मशीनिंग प्रोसेस दिल्या त्या आणि एका साईडला आपल्याला मेकॅनिझम ऑफ मटेरियल रिमूव्ह दिलंय. ओके, तर केमिकल मशीनिंग मध्ये कुठल्या ऍक्शन मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होतं, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मशीनिंग मध्ये काय होतं, इलेक्ट्रिक डिस्चार्ज मशीनिंग मध्ये काय होतं, अल्ट्रासोनिक. तर तुम्ही मला सांगा की ओके, नाव आय विल आस्क वन बाय वन. तुम्हाला दिसतंय का नाही बघू द्या, मोठं करतो. बघू कोणाला. आता मला सांगा वन बाय वन, मी कोणाला विचारतो. केमिकल मशीनिंग प्रोसेस मध्ये हाउ मटेरियल इज रिमूव्ड. ओके, विच इज द मेकॅनिझम ऑफ मटेरियल रिमूव्ड. ओके, नाउ दिस क्वेश्चन आय विल आस्क टू समर्थ चव्हाण. आन्सर चुकलं तरी चालेल पण सांगा. समर्थ चव्हाण.
हा, येस सर.
केमिकल मशीनिंग मध्ये मटेरियल रिमूव्हल कुठल्या ऍक्शन न होतं. ऑप्शन आहे तुमच्याकडे युरोजन, कोरोजिव्ह रिएक्शन, आयन डिस्प्लेसमेंट, फ्युजन अँड वेपरायझेशन. या चारपैकी कुठला ऑप्शन बरोबर?
सर कोरोजिव्ह रिएक्शन.
कोरोजिव्ह
रिएक्शन.
रिएक्शन
सेकंड.
बरोबर आहे. corrosion reaction. Okay, we'll check just. Correct. Then next, thank you. Gayatri Joshi. Gayatri Joshi.
Yes, sir.
Electrochemical machining. Gayatri Joshi कुठं? हा इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मशीनिंग प्रोसेस मेकॅनिझम ऑफ मटेरियल रिमूव्ह कुठला असतं? ऑप्शन युरोजन,
Three,
कोरोजन,
sir.
3 आयन डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ओके, आयनिक डिझॉल्युशन. ओके, करेक्ट. आणि इलेक्ट्रो रिचार्जिंग मशीन मध्ये हा क्वेश्चन घनश्याम चित्तरी आहेत का? A20 इलेक्ट्रो डिस्चार्जिंग मशीन मध्ये मटेरियल रिमूव्ह कसं होतं? ऑप्शन आहेत युरोजन, करोजन रिएक्शन, आयन डिस्प्लेसमेंट, फ्युजन अँड वेपरायझेशन. बघा कुठल्या ऍक्शन मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होतं ईडीएम प्रोसेस मध्ये? आपल्याला माहित आहे ना की इलेक्ट्रो डिस्चार्ज मशीन मध्ये इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी वापरतो, त्यामुळे स्पार्किंग होतं. ओके, स्पार्किंग मुळे मग मेल्टिंग चालू होतं आणि त्याचं वेपरायझेशन पण होतं. ओके, सो दॅट फ्युजन अँड वेपरायझेशन ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट. ओके, आणि लास्ट अल्ट्रासोनिक मशीन साधं सिंपल आहे. इरोजन मुळे मेकॅनिकल इरोजन मुळे ते मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होते. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द टुडे लेक्चर. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट द chapter number 5. Okay, so don't leave this meeting. Within 1 minute I will write your roll number from your names. Okay, so wait for 1 minute only. So I hope chapter number 4 also you understood. Okay, okay, quickly I will write roll number. Please wait. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, we'll meet in the next lecture. Thank you. You can leave this meeting now.